Tuscaloosa in a frenzy.
Firing. Touchdown, Alabama.
SEC champions, Alabama, Crimson Tide.
We talked about Alabama.
Step back three. Money. And the Alabama Crimson Tide will roll into the Final Four.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide and welcome to a new season of TideTV This Week. I'm Roger Hoover, joined by Paige Riley. And Paige, it is great to finally be back and also great to have you as one of our hosts on the show this year.
Thanks, Roger. I'm so excited to be here and I cannot wait to get the season started.
We're certainly excited as the Alabama football team has been out of the practice field for the past couple of weeks. The Kalen DeBoer era is underway and the 2024 college football season is just around the corner.
Roger, I can't believe the season starts this week and then Alabama will be back in Bryant-Denny next Saturday.
Absolutely. The Crimson Tide began fall camp on July 31st and will have practiced 20 times with Saturday's final practice of fall camp before the Tide begin game week next week as Alabama turns its attention to Western Kentucky.
This past Saturday, the Tide held their second scrimmage of the fall. The scrimmage consisted of 94 plays inside Bryant-Denny Stadium. Let's hear Coach DeBoer's thoughts after the Tide's final scrimmage of fall camp.
Couple takeaways by the defense, but did a great job of having to make it happen. Tip ball, diving player, great play. Love that from the defensive side, that when those plays were to be made, they made them. I think offensively, on the just flip it, some pass catches by the receivers, which were extremely competitive with great defense, and coming down with those balls was good to see. And the positioning by the defense was also good to see. So very physical. I thought it was a very physical scrimmage, it is definitely the most physical scrimmage we've had since we've been here, out of the 4 or 5 counting the spring game. And so got through relatively healthy, some things this week with a couple guys that will hold them probably out for a few practices, but by the end of the week we should, for the most part, be having the guys that we need to be out there practicing, getting ready for, week 1 against Western Kentucky.
After Saturday's scrimmage, the team had Sunday and Monday off from the practice field before returning to practice on Tuesday. The team practiced from Tuesday through Saturday and will start game week preparations next week.
Roger, there's a lot of new additions on this year's team from coaches and staff, along with new players, including freshmen and transfers. But a tradition that goes way back is the freshmen learning the fight song from the $1 Million Band at practice.
Let's go all access with the Crimson Tide as the new members of the team learn the fight song, Yay, Alabama.
Run it back. One more time. Hey, what we have here is a Bama family, all right? We're going to break it down on B-Side Fire, all right? We're a big Bama family. We're all here together. We love each other. Forget about me. I love you, all right? We're going to break it down on B-Side Fire, okay? B-Side Fire, 3, 1, 2, 3. B-Side Fire.
Tide TV This Week is presented by the University of Alabama, where legends are made. Ford, visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide.
Championship teams have something special. They have that it factor. It would be tough. We would be explosive. The game was meant to be played one way still, and that's to be physical. A brotherhood that is so tight that anything that comes our way will not break us. Winning SEC championships, winning national championships, that's expectation. In the history of the program, it's second to none.
There are 100,000 people on hand.
This place is rocking right now in Bryant-Denny.
And the Crimson Tide of Alabama.
Alabama.
Welcome back to TideTV this week. The 2024 football season is only a week away. The 5th-ranked Crimson Tide will kick off the season inside Bryant-Denny Stadium next Saturday against Western Kentucky.
As we get ready for the season, let's take a look at this year's team. Our Christopher England joins us now from the practice field with one of the Tide's offensive stars for a preview of this year's team.
I'm Christopher Ingram with TideTV, and we're here fresh off the practice field with running back Justice Haynes. Justice, fall camp is nearing. How was practice out there today?
Practice was great, just each and every day trying to get better, trying to improve on the things that we saw on film, go back and just get better each and every day and get to our ultimate goal.
You're about a month into fall camp. It's wrapping up. How have you seen the team progress over this month?
I've seen the team progress a lot. We've got closer as a group. It's hot out here. We've seen guys fight through the heat, fight through whatever they got going on, soreness, stuff like that, and just be able to bond as a team, camaraderie, and just continue to build forward, continue to get better each and every day.
This is a new style of offense under Coach DeBoer. How have you seen the offense kind of pick it up through spring, summer, and fall and kind of progress as you're getting near game day?
The offense has definitely picked it up. We've definitely got an understanding. Coach DeBoer came in the spring. We got a little head start on what we were installing, stuff like that, and then re-ramping it, putting in more stuff. Ultimately, getting a better understanding. We've had all summer to prepare, to look at things that that we installed in the spring to get better at, then carry it over to summer, and then now fall camp.
In the past, Coach DeBoer's offense has shown a lot of pre-snap movement. How is that, kind of affect you, and how do you see your role kind of shaping up in this new style ball?
I think a lot of pre-snap movement is a great thing. It gets the defense to talk, gets the defense to communicate, which that's when people start messing up and start leaving people open. So I think that's a great thing about Coach DeBoer's offense, the motions and stuff like that, and just be able to catch people off guard.
I know you're on the offensive side, but you're going against the defense every day. It's a new style of defense, too, under Coach Womack. What have you seen from this defense out there during fall camp?
That defense, they swarm. They call this one Swarm D. They swarm to the ball. You could tell that, them just pursue it, just the way that they go about wanting to be the best. The leaders on that defense continue to keep pushing guys on that defense as well, in the way that, I know that they're going to be physical and that they're going to make plays.
A lot of people are wondering how this offense is going to look out on the field. What would you say to the fans out there? How is this offense going to look? What can people expect?
This offense is going to be explosive. It's going to be a team offense that's driven off of team first. It's going to be an offense that, we got to do whatever we got to do to win. And this offense is going to be angry. It's going to be dominant. It's going to do special things.
Just a few days away from the season opener against Western Kentucky, how excited are you to finally get out there in the stadium, quit hitting your teammates and hit someone else, and just talk about the fans too? How excited are you to get out there and play in Bryant-Denny in front of the fans for this first game of the Kalen DeBoer era?
Oh, I can't wait. I get chills all the time just thinking about going back to Bryant-Denny. We'll go over there for the scrimmages we had, and just thinking about it, just the stands going to be full, the atmosphere that we're going to be playing in, just be able to hit someone else. I've been hitting my brothers for spring. We've been going to each other since summer, spring, fall camp. Now it's right around the corner. Just can't wait.
Well, looking forward to interviewing you throughout the season, talking more with you. Good luck, and roll Tide, Justice.
Roll Tide.
For Justice Haynes, I'm Christopher England, reporting from the Hank Chris Indoor Practice Facility.
TideTV This Week is presented by Ford. Visit your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide, the University of Alabama, where legends are made.
The standard is Alabama.
Welcome back back to TideTV this week. Now, one thing Coach Saban always did during fall camp was bring in different speakers. He did this to help enrich the players personally, also help them with any issues they may face.
And Coach DeBoer, he carried on that tradition just like Coach Saban. He brought in some big names to speak to the team, including former NFL stars J.J. Watt and our very own Mark Ingram.
Ingram was the first Heisman Trophy winner in Alabama football history. He was also a huge part of Coach Saban's first national championship here at Alabama in 2009. He also went on to play 12 seasons in the NFL.
Let's take an all-access look as Ingram spoke to the team. It's brought to you by Legacy of Hope.
We had sacrifice for one another. We held each other accountable, and we just loved on each other. And we put the work in. There ain't no shortcuts. Everyone always wants to know, like, how did you get to play 12 years in the league? How did you win the Heisman Trophy? There ain't no shortcuts, dog. Like, you got to take the stairs. You can't go to the elevator and be down here and go to floor 10. Like, no. In order to be successful, you got to put the work in. Day in, day out. It ain't no secret recipe. It's hard work. It's dedication. It's commitment. It's sacrifice. It's how bad do you want it. It's like never shying away from competition. Everywhere you go, there's going to be competition. Everywhere you go, there's going to be competition. And you shouldn't shy away from competition because competition is going to make you better. It's going to make your teammate better. We knew the year before we came up short. We ain't finished the game. Had we did that, we would have been national championship. But we had a vision that we was going to get back, whatever it took, we was going to get back to that moment. We put the work in. We held each other accountable. We loved on each other. We had each other's back. We spent time with each other outside of the facility. We knew each other. We spent time with each other's families. In order to be a successful team, in order to be a tight team, y'all got to get tight. Can't nothing break y'all. Y'all got to get tight. Can't nothing break y'all. Because if y'all could be broken out here, what's going to happen in the trenches when it's 100,000 screaming and it's crunch time? It's crunch time. I can't let him down. I can't let him down. I can't let my brother down. I got to do my job so he can do his job. If I don't do my job right, he can't do his job right. And if he can't do his job, we can't be successful.
A whole list of things that I think about should move back. Appreciate it.
Good to see you. Appreciate you. Tell your people I said this. Yes, I will do. Appreciate you, bro. No, for sure. Appreciate you. Thanks. Appreciate everything. No problem. Appreciate you.
Roger, Mark is definitely one of the guys that helped start the Nick Saban era here at Alabama with that 2009 national championship, and he was one of 4 Heisman Trophy winners under Coach Saban.
Along with that 2009 national championship, Coach Saban guided the Crimson Tide to not only 6 national championships, but also 9 Southeastern Conference titles during his 17 years as head coach. And the university announced a major change to Bryant-Denny Stadium. It will now be known as Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Introducing Nick Saban as the head coach for the University of Alabama. Nick Saban.
Welcome to the University of Alabama.
And what I would like for every football team to do that we play is to sit there and say, I hate playing against these guys.
Being a champion.
He's the best to ever do it.
Leader now in college football national championships.
7 national championships.
Southeastern Conference
Nick Saban
champs.
goes down as the greatest college football coach in the history of the sport.
And he changed everything.
Nick Saban is, to me, the best coach in the history of college football.
But I want everybody here to know, this is not the end. This is the beginning. This team, you fans, our administration, and the future players that will join our program to make this one of the most consistent winning programs in the country.
The dedication of Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium will take place on Saturday, September 7th at halftime of the Crimson Tide's football game against South Florida.
If you can be there, that will certainly be a historic moment in Alabama football history to honor one of the greatest coaches of all time.
There's a new 3-part series focused on Alabama football team called Countdown. Episode 2 was released this past Wednesday. You can see it on Alabama's athletics social media channels, including YouTube and also RollTide.com.
Let's take a sneak peek at episode 2 of Countdown.
Justice Haynes, left side, touchdown Alabama. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
You know, this room, no, none of us haven't been a starter. When we came to practice, it was you preparing like you RB1.
Wanted to go over some of the new Lank merchandise.
What I like about Lank is it's to a greater audience beyond Alabama.
If I'm throwing a field fade, I can't drop it in a bucket.
It's been awesome to have Coach Sheridan here. The best thing that has happened to me is meeting him.
Guys like Tyler Booker up front, he comes with a physical mindset.
I just can't wait to put the pads on there and go out with those guys.
Celebrity softball game here today.
What a great honor to be a part of the game and share the same field with many great people.
Good luck, brother.
Sci-fi! Sci-fi!
Don't never shy away from competition, because no matter where you go, what you do, nothing's gonna be given to you. Everything gotta be earned.
Growing up, you know, I always dreamed about this, man. So just taking every opportunity I get to sign these autographs for everybody, man, it's a blessing.
Championship teams have something special. They have that it factor. It will be tough. We will be explosive. The game was meant to be played one way still, and that's to be physical. A brotherhood that is so tight that anything that comes our way will not break us. Winning SEC championships, winning national championships. That's the expectation. In the history of the program, it's second to none.
100,000 people on hand.
This place is rocking right now in Ryan Day.
And the Crimson Tide of Alabama.
The standard is Alabama.
Welcome back to Tide TV this week. And Roger, the Alabama soccer team has been on a roll. The Tide advanced to the NCAA tournament for 3 consecutive years. And head coach Wes Hart and the Tide look to make it 4 straight this season.
Alabama opened the year on the road in Fort Worth with a 3-0 loss at TCU, but had the opportunity to bounce back with a couple of matchups here at home in Tuscaloosa.
And for more on the start to the 2024 season for the Alabama soccer team, our Mary Reagan Bollig joins us now.
Wes Hart and the Alabama soccer team is back on the field for the season. Soccer fans flooded the stadium this past Saturday as the Tide hosted their home opener against North Texas.
It was a late-game rally in Denton, Texas on Saturday. Alabama's Kylie Kukan netted her first collegiate goal in the 21st minute to lead 1-0. The Tide's defense held their own until North Texas tied the game in the 80th minute to attempt to make a comeback. Within a minute after, the Tide and Gianna Paul responded, driving a low, bouncing ball into the lower left corner of the net. Alabama secured the win 2-1 on the road against the Eagles. On Thursday night, Alabama took on North Alabama in Tuscaloosa. North Alabama started off the game with a goal by Hope Lensing in the 7th minute, but Alabama's offense answered for the rest of the game. Italia Gemelli started it off with a goal to tie the score, but for the rest of the game, it was all Nadia Ramadan. Nadia scored 2 goals, with one being from a penalty kick. The Tide takes the win at home against the Lions 3-1.
The Alabama Soccer Stadium lights stay on as the Crimson Tide hosts Florida Atlantic at 7 on Sunday night. Students, it's Greek night, so make sure to attend the game because 300 Roll Tide t-shirts will be passed out. Reporting from the Crimson Tide Productions studio, I'm Mary Reagan Bollig with Tide TV.
Thank you, Mary Reagan. After this Sunday's matchup on the road against Chattanooga, Wes Hart's squad returns home next week for a couple of matchups. Alabama will host Florida Atlantic at 7 on Thursday night, and then Southern Miss at 1 on Sunday.
And Roger, the Alabama volleyball team is also ready to begin their season. In her 3rd season as head coach, Rashinda Reed and the Tide will open the season next weekend here at home with the Crimson Tide Invitational.
Volleyball will take on Grambling State and the Citadel on Friday, and then UT Martin on Saturday. Let's take an all-access look as the Crimson Tide volleyball team recently held an intra-squad scrimmage inside Foster Auditorium.
So how many guys are here? We're excited to do the scrimmage in front of all of you guys.
The standard is Alabama.
In every moment, greatness awaits for the bold, the visionary, and those ready to take their shot. Here, we don't chase success, we define it. The University of Alabama, where legends are made.
Welcome back to Tide TV This Week. Paige, our first show is almost in the books, but before we go, let's talk a little bit about a huge addition to Alabama athletics and the University of Alabama campus.
And Roger, I believe you're talking about the brand new golf facility, and we went, and let me tell you, it's amazing.
The 176-acre new facility is made up of a brand new 9-hole golf course, a driving range, short game practice area, and a magnificent-looking 18,000 square foot golf house.
And the first of its kind facility is unrivaled in collegiate golf. We were both there recently, and the men's and women's golf team got to see their new home for the first time.
Let's take an all-access look with the Tide at their new golf home. It's brought to you by ATI. We'll see you next week, everyone. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Pretty cool, isn't it, that we're all here today. A lot of hard work by a lot of people here to make this become a reality. This is a separator. How do you separate yourself from your competition, right? The decisions you make as an individual, what you do to develop yourself, how do you separate yourself? Because this is competition in our world and what we do. This is a separator for our golf program. So this is really, really exciting. Do not take this for granted, and it's going to lead to great things today. It's going to lead to great things in our future as well. So congratulations to everybody, and let's celebrate this thing.
Insane, literally insane. Immediate thought, it's amazing.
And even outside is so pretty, it's so good. I knew it was going to be good, but like, this is wow.
Being a part of this team, I am able to practice here, and that's something that is an honor and something that, you know, honestly, you got to pinch yourself a little bit because it's like, wow, I'm so thankful to be here.
This has been a presentation from Learfield.